My name is Amy Miller. I live in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm a learning specialist for an organization that helps kids with dyslexia learn how to read. I was diagnosed with Crohn's around 30, and for the first time really realized that I had some limitations that other people didn't have. And then around the time I turned 40, I discovered I had ADHD. I feel more comfortable telling employers that I have these two things going on in my life, and I don't fear that they're going to fire me for that. It's like I feel like I have job protection. And I actually, with this particular job, feel like my bosses are willing to help me brainstorm accommodations. When I was in my 20s, when I first started working for this organization, I had a certain attitude about ADHD because I didn't know I had it, and I hadn't met your father yet. He has it too, and both of you have ADHD. And then I started working with kids who had multiple, learning disability as well as ADHD, sometimes even more. Um, and I had opinions that were not well formed about medication, and um, I think in understanding more about what neurodiversity is, um, and because I've had so many experiences with these extraordinary children, I have so much more compassion for what they're going through, and an understanding of what people like me are going through. And so I know that I changed my own mind and just being around people who are not, I don't want to say normal, people who who have disabilities. As far as like changing opinions, I think it's just talk to people. Like you just have to, there's so many people who have disabilities of one sort or another, and they don't talk about it, and you don't even know it or realize it. Um, you'd be surprised how many people have something that's going on. And I think having those conversations are really the most important part in changing perspectives. So yeah, I don't know how to make that happen, but I think that's the important thing, is just to be honest. Having both disabilities has made me more aware that it's more common than you think, and that all people are valuable and all people have things to offer, no matter whether they have one or three or five disabilities, which is possible. And I've certainly worked with those children who do. Um, so as an asset, I think the ADHD makes me appreciate that I have a kooky way of thinking. Um, I Yeah, I like my brain. You're still a full rounded person with all the same range of emotions and thoughts and opinions as someone who isn't. And so I think people who don't have disabilities need to talk to more people who do. Just giving people grace and being curious is such a wonderful way to approach all people, not just people with disabilities. So I would say, you know, think outside of your own bubble and tune into what other people are experiencing.